Okay, so I'm going to create a set for this particular control up here for our wing fold. So again, I'm going to press a button right here, this button. I'm going to add a selection set. I select my control, then I come down here to add a set. I'm going to call this fold, and I'm going to make it blue like all the other colors in the arm and wing sets. So let's make it this color. We'll call it fold. So I want to make sure that it's included in this arm all set that I've already created, and it isn't. So I'm just going to shift select it now, and then I'm going to right select here, and I'm going to say update contents. So now when I select this one, it selects all the controls, the arm controls and the wing feather controls, the guides that we have down here, and also the wing fold controls. So you'll notice I've only created sets for half the body. For all the center controls, the leg on the left side, and the arm and wing on the left side. Let me go ahead and hide some controls to make this a little bit less busy. Okay, so now I've created all the controls for one side of the body and the center controls. So I'm going to go ahead and export this out. I'm calling it GooseSets. So when you open up your scene file, you'll want to load in the GooseSets, and I'll show you a little bit of how that would work. So what I'm going to do after saving this scene, create a new scene. Okay, and then I will bring in the goose twice. So there's one, and let's bring him in one more time. So we have two in our scene file. Okay, so now we've got two Goose Rigs in here. I'm also going to bring in the light rig to make everything look great. Okay, I hit my mouse button, so I only have curves selected. I'm not going to accidentally select anything else. I'm going to go ahead and open up my selection sets. Again, down here, this button. Notice nothing comes up yet, so I'm going to import them in by saying import. I'll go to the GooseSets, I'll open those up, and here they are. So when animBot opens up your sets, it kind of defaults to this long thing, and typically it can be too long, right? And I just feel like it takes up too much space. So what I like to do is put it over here on top of my outliner in the lower half. Like that. Okay, so again, if I make this a different perspective window and turn on controllers. So I'll select this, I'll turn controls on. But we've got two goose in here right now, geese, however that would be said. So let's separate them out. So as you can see, remember, I only have the controls for one side of the body. But if I hit the second button down here, it's going to give me 2 new tabs. And what happened is now this is Goose number 1, and these are all the selection sets for Goose number 2. And it includes the arm sets on the left and the arm sets on the right. Right, so here's all the bendies for the left arm, here's all the bendies for the right arm. Here's the fold control for the left, the fold control from the right. So even though in our master set we only made sets for 1/2 the body, when we click this button here, it will automatically create the sets for the other half of the body. So you only have to manage sets for 1/2 the body, which is super nice. I also have an all button, which if you open up your anim set, you'll see that it's selecting all the controls. So now I mostly set this up for FK arms and FK spine and neck. I can create controls for IK. This is just, at this point, I only have FK. So just know that that's kind of what I set it up for, or imagined I would be animating. Let's make it a little bit larger. Let's get this, yeah, let's be about this long. There we go. Pull this down. Okay, so now I have all these controls in here. I'm gonna, since I'm on the second one, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the global control for the second one and move it over to the side. Right? So this tab has all the controls for the second goose, and this tab has all the controls for the first goose. Okay, and then these are your master sets. So I hope that helps. You'll probably make a lot of your own sets on the fly, especially if you're doing things like using the temporary pivot to move your character through space. Which is a lot of fun and makes blocking a lot faster, and I'm sure you guys will discover too. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope that these help you out. Thanks!